Hey, what's going on? Got a little coffee here, got a little coffee here, got to have it, got to have it. You know who it is. It's your boy, Big Tank. Hank, coming at you with another Wild About Herps. Hey, I got a personality for you today. Real personality. You'll see this guy shining bright in a dark room, unapologetically charismatic, and that man is on his morph game. And he's ready to come fill y'all up with a little bit of that morph love. And I think Mr. Derek of these pythons is a little more wilder about Herps than myself. So without further ado, let's bring him up. What's happening?
What's good? What's good?
Oh man, I'm chilling. Yeah, looking forward to this here. What's going on?
Not much. For y'all that don't know me, I'm Derek with Big D's Pythons. I breed ball pythons. Got 160 something snakes right now. Yeah, so there's a little bit about me right there.
160. That's a lot of snakes.
I appreciate you having me on here too, man.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. You know, I'm trying to get this thing rolling over here, man. You know, I'm very interested myself in possibly breeding some snakes, you know, in the future.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to immerse myself, man. Get to know, you know, a lot of y'all good people over here on the snake side of things. You know, get a little knowledge, suck up everything that I can get. You know what I'm saying? And you was one of them guys, man, that open arms welcomed me in, man. And I had to get 100. You up here.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we love especially getting new people in, man. We could, you know, part of the usual suspects. We're always down to help everybody. A lot of people are in this community, so you know, there's no bad question that can't be answered. You know, like, you know, no dumb questions. Any question is a good question. So,
gotcha.
What's up in the chat? Look at all these.
Who we got in the chat?
I see Hutch,
Keys,
Chris from BNS.
Keys, what's going on? Reptile Hutch, BNS.
Mike for the Mike, 21st Century.
Far down. Jeffrey Wise, Bunny Viper, 21st Century. What's going on? Oh yeah. All right, man. Let's get this thing rolling. How did you get into ball python?
I've been into reptiles my whole life, and actually I never really wanted to breed ball python because everybody was doing it, you know, like 20 years ago. So now I just see, I don't know, I fell in love with it. You know, I used to do a lot of geckos and lizards, and with work I traveled a lot, so it was a lot for my wife to take care of. So I switched to snakes, and yeah, now I'm deep into ball pythons, and I love it.
That's cool.
But yeah, like I said, this is my 4th year breeding ball pythons. I bred before years ago. I got 1 clutch. That was my first time ever. And then now I'm, you know, 3 years ago I started with 7 clutches. Last year I got, I think, 12, and this year I hit 16. So moving on up. What up, Ken?
I'm talking about craft brew morphology. What's going on? Bunny Viper already out the door says, do you have piebald?
I do.
Liz, what's going on?
The pied right there. That's a vanilla pied female.
Nice. Hard to beat a pied.
normal pied female. Banana pied male.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And then I got a bunch of baby pied too.
You heard him, Bunny Viper. He got one for you over there. He got one for you.
Yeah.
Already. What morph did you jump out the gate with?
What did it? Banana, I'd say. So he was a sire to all my clutches my first season breeding.
Okay.
So
he's still around.
Oh yeah, he ain't going nowhere. This is my wife's snake, so he stays. He stays. He started it. Yeah, that's what I started with, and now I'm just now I'm everywhere. I got clowns, I got genetic stripes, pieds, a whole bunch of different codoms. What else? I'm looking into getting some Het Desert Ghost from Wiz Constrictors, so that's gonna be nice.
What's all the flavors you got? Well, you got a lot of snakes though. But primarily what's the flavors you got you're working with?
A little bit of everything, honestly. I mean, I got, like I said, I got clowns, I got chocolate, I got cypress, Mojave, pastel, of course. Let's see, pinstripe, a lot of banana stuff. I got some champagne. I got bongo. Trying to think. I got bamboo, calico, mahogany, leopard, spot nose, ultramel.
Ultramel everything.
Yeah, ultramel everything. Albino, lavender albino. What else? Yellow belly, of course. Yellow belly everything. I got lace. I got fire. I mean, like I said, I got a little bit of everything. Not all the genes yet, but that's a goal of mine, is to at least have one copy of every gene out there in ball pythons somewhere in my collection.
Okay.
So that way I can always make something cool.
Gee, nah, yellow belly everything. I don't know. I'm blackhead ultramale myself.
Yep, I got blackhead too. Yep, I forgot. I got one blackhead male. I got a redhead gene. Super nice. Freeways. Yeah, I got a lot. It's pretty cool. I like it.
To be able to do that though, you know, that is very much off the hook. Very much off the hook.
Yeah, what I like about this is you're always constantly learning stuff all the time. Like there's nobody in this industry that can say that they know everything about pythons, because there's always stuff to be learned. Like it's awesome. It's fun. It's like a never-ending knowledge.
Gotcha. So what is your direction, right? Like in the sense of facility wise, or store front, or warehouse, or
so I want my own facility, but I'm probably gonna do it where it's on my property. We plan on moving to Georgia within the next year or two, and I want to get some land so I can build my own, facility for my snakes, and then build a rat shack for all my rats. And I want to have a lot. Like I want to have like thousands of snakes. Like I want to be doing, 100.
Come on to Texas for that.
So
come on to Texas for that. Cheaper land, put a bigger building. Oh yeah.
Well, they're pretty cheap in Georgia too. Like we found a house on 8.5 acres for $250,000.
Yeah.
And it had a pole barn, so 2-story pole barn. So I was like,
Yeah, that's
Man,
pretty
that's
good.
nice. That's a lot of land. I could do a lot there. So
Yeah, that's pretty good. Most definitely. So what you shooting for gene wise? You got a I hate to use the term holy grail. Do you have something that you want to make yourself as opposed to buy?
yeah.
Hello, Miss Crystal.
I definitely want to make some redhead ultramels. 100% because I don't think anybody's done that yet. So I also want to make some redhead G stripes. But a main snake that I want to make is we're gonna call it the Gator Ball, but it's gonna be super orange dream, super enchi, desert ghost or enhancer, one of the two with blue ghost. So we're hoping it makes a blue and orange snake, and I think it'll be dope, and we're gonna call it the Gator Ball.
Gator Ball. Is that from the Florida Gators?
Yes, sir. That's what we're going with.
Sounded pretty good. So as your the career is jumping off here, how many shows have you? Well, shows. What are they? Conventions have you been to? And what do you vend at them or?
So I go to the Tinley show, the October and March show every year. And it's really the only two shows I go to. Back in the day, I used to travel everywhere to go to all the shows. When I lived in Massachusetts, I was driving to every state that had a show and going to them. But now it's just Tinley. And actually this year, like normally I help out my buddy at his table, but this year I'll be vending for Chris Davenport for the Florida Rattery. I'm a distributor for him for his products here in Illinois. So I'll be selling the chipper and all that there, and I'll have some snakes there as well. So I'm really excited about that. It'll be my first time vending, like legit vending a show where I'll be making money, instead of just helping out friends. So I'm excited. Nervous, but excited.
Gotcha. Hey, y'all hit that like button and share this thing out. All right. So what do you feed?
I feed ASFs and Norwegians.
Yeah, both.
I bounce back and forth. That way, my snakes don't people worry that they'll get stuck on ASF. So I bounce back and forth with my hatchlings. That way, when I sell them, because people can't always get ASFs, so I make sure they eat both. So.
Okay. Why not mice?
Mice are. They don't have as much nutritional value as ASFs do or as Norwegians do. So, and they're small. You would have to feed a lot of mice for like a 2,300 gram snake, man. She'd probably put down 4 or 5 mice, no problem, and still want more. With that, you can just give her a medium-sized rat or give her 2 adult ASFs and she'd be good.
Okay. I thought ASF stayed the same size roughly as a mouse.
No, they get bigger than mice.
Oh, okay.
Definitely get bigger.
Gotcha. What is hot in here?
What's up, uniquely mutated bunny viper?
What's up, y'all? Renee Couture. All right. You coming off Facebook? Oh no. Easy off YouTube. So what are your aspirations as far as who you want to work with if possible? Are you even into that?
Is doing projects with people?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually doing a project with Keys. I'm doing one with Six-Side Reptiles. One with Fred and AJ from F&A Balls, and I'm doing a project with another person, but that's on the hush. Not allowed to talk about that yet.
Oh, okay. What's good, live feeding ASM Aura?
What's up, live feedings?
All right, now, question that I always like to ask people: what do you think about the Monsoon gene? Morph.
I don't like it. It's cool, but I'm not going out of my way to get one or get my hands into it or even try to get into the project. Now, if I find one for a good deal, then maybe I'll do it, but it's not on my list of things to get. There's a lot more things I'd rather get than Monsoon. Monsoon just, to me, it looks like a glorified pinstripe. So.
Okay. Yeah, because I shock a lot of people and I tell them, and I mean, I don't know why, because you should be allowed to have your own opinion. Meaning them, not necessarily me, because I'm not in the snake game.
Yeah.
But I don't really like the Monsoon because of its muted busyness.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
And to be that busy, you shouldn't be mute like that and be so popular. If it was like maybe 2 or more colors and that busy, okay.
Exactly. You know, and that's how I'm not a big fan of pinstripe either, because it's the same thing. You know, it's just less busy than a Monsoon, but it's really just 2 main colors. But now when you mix pinstripe into different jeans, it can look really good. And I'm assuming Monsoon will probably do the same thing, but Monsoon's really not worked with a lot, and there's not a lot out there with Monsoon in it. So.
Nicole in the house.
What's up, Lady Tiff? Keisha, what's good?
Miss Keisha, welcome in.
Shout out to Miss Keisha. She makes all my backgrounds for my shows on Thirsty Thursdays and Fun Fact Fridays. She's got a gift on making your screens look great. And so if anybody needs anything, hit her up. And her prices are great, so.
Oh, you mean like, I'm yelling when I pull that out. Let's put that back in. You mean like when you have the borders around the little window? Yep. And you know what? I would see people that I'm like, man, where you find them at? How in the world do you make it fit? Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keisha makes it all. She's very, very good at it. Very good at it.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Keisha, I may have to talk to you about that. See how I tried to make mine down there with and I'm like, yeah, I never get it to work right.
She's good. She's really good. So.
Oh, I hope somebody pay her.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Nicole. I said that. I said her price is great. So.
Yeah, he said it. No, will not. I will never have the audacity. Not me or the caucasity. Oh yeah, I will. I definitely. Maybe even like incorporate like that one, but with the actual, bordering and stuff like that. Cause yeah, I couldn't figure it out to save my life, but I digress. So what would you say is your favorite morph?
My favorite morph, it would, recessive wise, it's gonna have to be Enhancer. I just love how it brightens up colors and makes it stand out. Codom wise, I mean, I love Cypress. I really love Cypress a lot. But like I'm really getting into the redhead gene. I love what that does. So I'm excited to produce some next season. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to look. I don't know Redhead and Bongo. Those were 2 new ones for me.
Yeah, Bongo's nice. Bongo's more of a pattern changer. It's cool. It's different. And again, that's not really worked with too much. So, I like jeans that a lot of people don't have their hands in yet. That way, when the big wigs get their hands in it and they start putting it out there, and those prices start going higher, I can already have an arsenal.
Already the game. Okay. I see you. That's beyond smart. That is beyond smart. Uh-oh. I'm about to knock my stuff over. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, what does let me see that Enhancer, and what is the other one that they talk about? Enhancer. God, there's another one no. The name, I mean, it doesn't sound like Enhancer, but it means roughly the same thing. I'm gonna think of it. I'm not gonna bog us down with that.
Okay.
Miss Dominique, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna think of it.
Dominique LeBlue, what's up?
Now, how do we determine codom as opposed to just
recessive?
Regular? Yeah, recessive. I mean, how is there a list? Because I need to find that
Yeah,
out too.
yep. There's a list. So your recessive genes, for instance, like clown. In order to make a clown in the pairing, they both have to carry a copy of the clown gene. So let's say you have a visual clown and you breed that to a visual clown, all your babies will be clowns. Now, you can take a clown and let's say we'll just breed it to a normal. All those babies will come out 100% het clown. Therefore, when you grow those up, you will have the possibility of hitting. You will definitely have the possibility of hitting visual clowns, but not with the entire clutch, unless you get the odds gods in your favor. As far as like codom genes, like banana, for instance, you breed that banana to a normal, you will hit bananas in the clutch, and then you will also hit normals, but those normals will not carry that banana gene at all. They won't be hets or nothing. They'll just be whatever normals they are. But now there's a lot of codoms where, like, if you breed banana to banana, everything will be banana, and then you will also get super bananas, which will be carrying 2 copies of the gene. And when you breed that super banana, let's say to a normal, everything comes out banana, no matter what. So, and you can do that with like Orange Dream has super forms, Fire, Yellow Belly. Like the super form of Yellow Belly is an Ivory, all white snake. Mojave's super form of a Mojave, again, it's a blue-eyed leucistic, all white snake. You guys stop. Sorry, dogs. Then you got, so pinstripe is like a dominant gene. They say there's super pinstripes, but there's not a big difference into seeing, telling a super from a normal pinstripe. The only way to know is just by breeding it, and you keep hitting all pins in the clutch, and most likely have a super pinstripe. But it's a very dominant gene, just like spider. So like you'd want to have that gene in a female and not into a male, just because you don't want to breed. If you don't want to have a lot of pinstripes, you don't want to be using a male pinstripe in your collection to breed with, because you're going to hit a lot of pins. If you only want to hit a few, you use a female and breed something different. Let's say a banana male to a female pinstripe, for where you may hit 1 or 2 pinstripe bananas, or you might not even hit any. So, you got to look at all that and, do your research on what you need, what's good to pair with what on trying to hit certain genes.
Gotcha. So do you steer more towards impregnating the gene pool or hitting the ones that the visual?
The visual from so I'm kind of switching my game up. A great guy that I talk to every Thursday night, he told me you want to use your hets to make visuals and your visuals to make hets, because that's like, so for instance, selling snakes, a lot of people want to buy, let's say, like a Fire Lesser Mojave, all right, or not a Lesser Mojave, sorry, a Fire Mojave, I don't know, Orange Dream. They'll like that snake, but if you have it, compare that to a clown, let's say, and you have a Fire Mojave Orange Dream 100% het clown, that snake's going to sell before the one that's not het for anything. Because then you're giving yourself a chance down the road by breeding that het to a, let's say, a visual clown, you could hit a Fire Mojave Orange Dream clown. So it'll be, people want that het flex in there, you could say.
Okay. Yeah, man, you talking about a lot to learn.
It's taken me a long time. Like, it's taken me a long time to know what I know now. And like I said, I'm still learning, and I'm still working on IDing animals. Like, it's hard sometimes to tell what genes are in what. Like, even when you know the pairing, it's just like, it's hard to see, because some things you won't see it at first. Like, for instance, some super orange dream stuff that comes out, a lot of the times you can't tell it's super orange dream until it's had 3-4 sheds, and it's up over 100 200 grams, and then you'll notice that color stays and stays and stays, like, because it's just, and then sometimes though you notice right away. Sometimes you can tell, like, I hatched out a super orange dream lesser this season, And out the egg, I was like, this has to be a super OD, but I wasn't 100%. But then, you know, after it shed twice, and then she's probably on like 10 mils, she's 100% super orange dream. She's just amazing, amazing, amazing to look at.
Okay. So the normal orange dreams fade early?
No, they hold a lot of oranges in them. It's a really nice dream. It's a really nice gene singly by itself. But the super form of it is just, it's insane how it changes that snake. And like anybody who wants to go see some beautiful orange dream, super orange dream stuff, you got to go to the man that showed it to the world, was Mr. Ozzy. You know, Ozzy Boyd's, his orange dream is just, it's insane. And, you know, and everybody that has orange dream, it all came from Ozzy. All came from Ozzy, man. His snakes are out of this world. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous.
Gotcha. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I see a lot of these snakes. I like a wildish look per se, but
like pattern wise, or like
it's still extreme coloring. Like I don't mean like oh,
like
let's throw it off.
Yeah, you want to see the contrast with crazy pattern is what you want. Yeah, I agree. That's actually what I like. That's why I like Enhancer a little more than Desert Ghost, because to me, Desert Ghost brings out a lot of nice blacks and outlines of the snake, but Enhancer makes that color just pop. Like it's insane. And I like pattern changes. Like I love the Trick gene because it throws off crazy patterns. There's another gene that's not in the States yet, but it's called the Berry gene. That shit is insane looking. It's a beautiful looking snake, what it does. Like, I can't wait to get my hands on that and be able to mess with that and see what else I can change to that. Like, it's fun, man. It's like a science lab. You're mixing things up to see what works best with what, you know? It's like how like Spot Nose and Clown was made for each other. You know, Spot Nose and Clown go so good together, you know. And then what was it, the Yellow Belly Spot Nose Clown, I think it was. That is just the colors that come out of that snake. It's insane. You would never think of, just by adding those two co-dominant genes to one recessive, how great that snake will look. Like it's gorgeous.
That is crazy. Tell me about this blue.
The Blue Ghost. So I've been working on this project for this is gonna be my 4th year now, and I bought the pair or the females from a friend, and he's like, they're blue. He's like, I don't know if it's something to prove out. He's like, but I don't want to work with it. You should try it. And yeah, it's definitely proven out. It's legit a blue snake. They're amazing looking. I've made blue ghost bananas, black pastel blue ghost. It's just, I'm still working on getting my genetics down with it before, like, I have to grow up my babies and see if they come out, you know, giving me my hets that I have that I made to see if they give me blue ghost. But I'm 99.9% sure it is something new. Lady Tis, she said nothing. We have nothing on blue ghost to talk about. She loves it. It's one of her favorite snakes that I have here.
I know that's why I know about it.
Yeah. She loves it, and a lot of people like it. And like, I'll bring one out and show you. And I just gotta say, the camera does the snake no justice, because you're not gonna see, like, you'll see that it's blue, but like in person, it's blue, like you know, and it doesn't change. And what's awesome is when I hatched out my first banana blue ghost, it hatched out blue. And I was like, oh, I'm like, this is something, this is cool. And as it grew up and shed, it just got bluer and bluer and bluer. So it acts like the enhancer gene does, or DG, where after each shed, it gets better and better. And let me grab her. So that's my female blue ghost. Show mine. She got some duck shed on her.
And shed, yeah.
But, and you know how, like, a lot of people, their snakes, you know, when they go in shed, they turn blue. They get that blue tint. Like, she gets super blue. Like, it's amazing. And, like, another thing I noticed with her is, so I bought this, like,
fluorescent
flashlight. Yeah. And, like, she glows blue under the light. And when I do an orange ghost, it glows orange under the light. So it's pretty neat, you know. And what I did find out with my blue gene is that it is compatible with orange ghost. So, like, I used that. My first banana I showed you, he's either a visual orange ghost or he's het for orange ghost. It's hard to see it on him, but he gave me, paired to her, gave me my first blue banana. My blue ghost banana, and it's amazing. It's just crazy blue. It's crazy blue, like, and crazy speckled. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous snake.
That is crazy. The color, man, the colors that you can. That you
the things
come
you
up
can
with.
do. Yeah, it's a never ending. Let's say it's like a never ending canvas with snakes and genetics. Like, because, like, you know, let's say, you know, yellow belly to bongo doesn't do anything crazy, but then let's say you mix bongo and spot nose and it gives you some crazy colors to pop up or some crazy new pattern to look at. Like, it's just, you know, until you're able to pair every gene to everything, no one's ever going to know exactly what all these genes will do, you know?
And it's like, why and even how do people decide they're going to retire genetics? Like, oh, well, this genetic pool is played out. We're not even going to use it anymore. But then you have genetics that's still showing up. So you should be reaching back constantly. They should never get out of circulation or become unpopular. I don't understand that.
Nope, that's you're 100%, because you never know what it's going to react with, you know, some new genes, you know. And, like, look at, so I'm sure everybody watched the Kaufman video of the ball pythons in Africa. Like, and if anybody saw that last snake at the end of that episode or whatever, that wild ball python he found, the dripping in the black of the pattern coming down that snake was beautiful. And, like, who knows what that would do with, let's say, pastel or even pinstripe, or, you know, genes that are getting outplayed or not used anymore. Or, like, maybe it could act like how blackhead masks the wobble in spider, because spider's got that genetic defect. So when you mix blackhead and spider, a lot of the times what people are saying is you don't get that wobble. So who knows if that gene will do the same thing. So, like, you can never completely retire a gene, because you just never know all the potentials that it can do.
So some of these world first, there's some genes somebody's not writing on their card.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of dinker genes. Lots of dinker genes. You know, that's like, I got another line of ghost. It's called Mint Ghost, and it's not compatible with any other ghost line as of right now. And it's pretty neat. It's not mine, though. It's my buddy's line, but I used it this season, and I paired it to a pie. So I made 100% double hets, Mint Ghost pies. So, and she has, now, like how I was saying about dominant genes with carrying, like, spider, for instance, and pinstripe, she used a spider Mint Ghost, and out of the 7 eggs, she only gave me 1 spider, which is awesome, because I don't want spider. You know, I don't want to mess with that wobbleness or anything like that. Everything else is just normals, but all 100% het Mint Ghost pies. And that's what we want to hit, so.
Man, I saw, this is me talking, I saw a video today where a person was pushing forward. I like the spider coloration, I do, but I mean, he was pushing forward spiders, like, like he's got spider this, spider, he's got his room is spider, 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 you know. And this one he was showing, he was saying that sometimes you see a spiraling in him, and sometimes, you know, and I'm like, you're saying it, you know, you're saying you see this in that one that you're using as a sire and trying to convince people. I mean, you know, I just don't know. It's
like not so like the wobble is like some snakes it's really bad, and then some snakes you barely can even see it or notice it, and some may not even have it. You know, I had a spider pastel calico female. She was gorgeous, man, and she never had head tilt, wobble, or anything. Like, she was great, you know. And then I have a spider pastel 100% het clown proven female. I mean, and her head's always sideways. And I use her all the time, you know. She gives me beautiful babies, and I don't know, she's pretty nice. Like, she's pretty wicked. Like, and then I made a spider coexanthic clown male. He's got wobble. It's not bad, but it's definitely there. You can see it. But he's still smoking, and I don't even know if I'm gonna keep him. But that gene, that coexanthic gene hasn't been released yet. You know, I'm one of, I think, 2 people that have it. So I've just been waiting to let it go, like, really, because it's not my project to let go and put out in the world yet.
Yeah.
So.
Coexanthic. So what makes it that, though? Hey, Cole, send it to my email. That's going on the tracker down at the bottom right there. Send it to my email. I didn't see it last night.
Ooh, Bunny Viper asks, Hank, is there a true black and white ball python? There is. You can look up pandapides. It's pretty much a black and white snake. Pandapides are awesome, which is I think it's super black pastel to a pied. So, but yeah, coexanthic, it's like it kind of acts like pastel, but it's definitely not pastel, because I made a super pastel coexanthic clown spider. Unfortunately, it didn't make it, but it was gorgeous. It was one of the most prettiest snakes I produced, and and that was female. This is the brother that's still going from 2 years ago. I made him, and he's amazing. He's really nice looking, and it's like I'll show him to you. So this is him. This is spider clown coexanthic. No pastel in this whatsoever. It's just a coexanthic spider clown, and he's you can see how he's not leveled out, balanced. He moves all weird. He just completely spun in my hand. So I'll probably never use him for breeding. I'll probably just end up letting him go and selling him to somebody. But I love his head stamp. It looks like a spade. Get this. Come on. You're muted, Hank.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a really pretty snake, but I want to get the coexanthic gene out of the spider so I can put it into other stuff.
Gotcha.
So, which I'll probably just keep using his mom for.
Now I just got an idea, man. A Xanthic Monsoon.
What's that?
Xanthic Monsoon. Did they go out?
Xanthic Monsoon?
Yeah.
I wonder. It might look nice. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, really. No, it's not gonna make it black. It'd be busy. I don't know. It'd be weird.
You don't think it would black and silver it out?
Well, I don't know. Monsoon's such an untapped gene. Like I really wouldn't even know what it would do to it. Like it'd be neat to see. It'd be really neat to see.
Because you'd have to put some extremes in it. Like, let's say your black hair per se, ultra male. I'm all about that. You got to put some extremes because you can't do.
I think a Monsoon, to unbusy it, you would want to throw in Enchy or Lesser or Blade to help clean it up and make it. Maybe what it would do is, I'm assuming this is what would happen. If you mixed like Enchy, or maybe not Enchy, but Lesser and let's say Blade into Monsoon, I think it's going to clean up the side and put all the busyness just on the top of the snake.
Okay.
Down its back and maybe some spots bleeding down the side, which would be that would be really cool to see. Actually, I might have just gave a bunch of people that have Monsoon some ideas.
Moving the hobby forward. Moving the hobby forward.
That's right.
Yeah, man. That was. Hey, well, albino Monsoon.
I don't like albino, and I think albino Monsoon would be it'd just be a drab, very high pattern looking snake. I think that's my opinion, though. I'm not a fan of albino. I just there's not enough contrast and things you can do with albino in my eyes. Now, a lot of people do make some amazing stuff with it. I'll say that, but that's just something I won't work with, or that I just don't got the need to work with or want really.
Gotcha.
What did he say? Big Take Hank, does he have experience with leopards? I used to breed leopard geckos years ago, lots of them. I don't know. I probably had a couple hundred of them, but like I got out of them. They're super easy to care for, super easy to breed. I just got out of them because it was a lot of work for my wife to take care of them when I was out of town with work. So with the snakes, you don't got to do nothing, like nothing. So.
Just wait on you to come back?
Yep, just wait on me to come back.
So moving forward, man, what do you want to do to leave a mark?
Be myself. That's it. I'm not gonna change. Like, to leave a mark, a lot of people that know me know that I'm down to earth, I'm funny. This is just from what I heard. I'm not trying to say anything, but this is from what I hear. And I always look at everything with a positive view too, and I don't let nothing so I made 16 clutches this season, but I lost my last clutch. None of them hatched out. The eggs went bad, but I don't get mad or upset about it. I just say I got next season. I always look forward, always look for the better side of everything, because everything happens for a reason. And I'm a strong believer in karma. So I'm always doing good things for that good karma to stay with me. So
good deal.
I think like as far as what a lot of people are gonna know me for, would have to be probably my blue ghost when I release it. I think. So.
Okay. It's a good deal, man. I always tell people you want to be that person that when you die, there's still some stories. Somebody's got a story.
Exactly. I want to be remembered. I don't want to be forgotten.
Because if you die and they just like,
yep,
they just move on. Yep. That's a problem.
That means I wasn't as nice or as good as I thought I was.
Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. That's crazy. Question: let's say you make a blue-eyed Lucy or something, knowing what it came from, knowing the gene components, does anybody ever incorporate white snakes into their breeding, like back into their breeding program because of the genetics?
Yep, 100%. So like, so for example, This is my redhead. This is Ivory, which is super yellow belly, redhead, possible calico. Now with my flashlight, I can see the calico in the snake. So that light brings out the patterns in there. But the cool thing about him is everything he produces will be 100% yellow belly. Every single snake that hatches from him. Plus, it can have redhead. Plus, it can have calico. And let's say this is going to a clown. All the babies will be 100% het clown. There'll be redheads, 100% het clown, all with yellow belly. Everything will have yellow belly. So, and that's why, like, super forms of snakes, like Super OD or Super Mojave, they're all great to have in your females. So that way, all your babies will carry one gene of that, one copy of that gene, where you'll get your yellow bellies or you'll get your Mojaves in there and mix with whatever else you have in that gene pool that could, that you could potentially hit. Now, I'm not guaranteed to hit all redheads. So I'm not guaranteed to hit all redheads or anything, but if I made a super redhead and he was in this with him, then yes, I will hit all redheads, which will be amazing. And I know there is a super redhead out there. So I will be looking to do that as well.
Gotcha. Like he wasn't guaranteed to hit you.
Exactly. He wasn't guaranteed to hit me.
Oh, man. Majestic Cichlids. What's going on, man? Thank you for coming through. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, man? How you doing?
What's it say? What's the minimum tank / enclosure to keep a ball python? I have a friend who kept his in a 20-gallon long, but now keeps it in a 50-gallon long. Honestly, Matthew, the best setup is the tub, a drawer system. So ball pythons, they take over termite mounds. They live in burrows. They like it dark. They like to be hidden. Glass enclosure is definitely not recommended for them. But not saying you can't do that, but the best way would be to keep them in tubs. But if you do have it in a tank, you want lots of hides for them. And, just lots of places for it to go and hide and get away, because they really don't like to be out in clear things where everybody can see them and they can see everything going on. That creates a lot of stress for the snake.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I think I had a 20 long. I had a normal, and he had to be 2,000 grams. I mean, this rascal didn't eat for a year, man. And I was new to ball python, so I moved him around. I went back to the store that I got him from. I'm like, hey, man, I done had this snake a year. He ain't ate nothing.
Thank you, Nicole. She called me the best father, husband, and Tinley host.
Already.
Yeah, so every Tinley I have we started it last Tinley, but I have a party at my house that Friday, the first Friday of Tinley, and anybody can come pretty much. Anybody can come. So last year was the first one, and then we'll be doing it again in October and again in March. So I'm excited for it.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. Let me see. I'm not a big snake guy, but I can definitely appreciate the beauty of this setup and the passion for the animals he cares for. Hey, man.
I appreciate that, Majestic. Yeah, see, so all my snakes, I'll give you a little tour.
Hey, Majestic, I still want you to hit me up, man.
There. Snakes in that. That's my incubator. And then that's all snakes back there, too. All in tubs. All in things. Like, I used to keep them in tanks many, many, many years ago. I've been doing this for a long time. Well, reptiles. And I used to keep them in tanks, but I definitely learned that they did not like that. And so now it's tubs. Plus, I can fit a lot more snakes in a smaller area using tubs than using, let's say, a 55-gallon tank, or even a 40-gallon breeder, and you're stacking them. I'm only going to fit maybe 3 or 4 on a rack going up on the wall, where this rack right here holds 40 snakes. So
they say, Cole, snakes are way picky, harder than fish. I don't know.
No, definitely not harder than fish.
I don't know.
Definitely not harder than fish, man. I used to do saltwater. I had a 180-gallon saltwater reef tank.
Hey, that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. See, the Cole with the ball pythons, they're not eating. That's almost at this point I've learned it's like it's kind of their thing, you know, per se. Fish, water, keep your water changed. You know, you're pretty good with your fish, you know. And you got to be there, you got to be doing something, you know, you got to be dealing with your fish tank.
Like a landscape fish tank, you know, just plants and all that. Very nice, a lot easier to go with, but when you add fish are so dirty. They're constantly going to the bathroom, like constantly, and it's a lot of work to keep it nice and clean. You know, unless to make it easier, let's say you use a 20-gallon tank, well, then you get yourself a 100-gallon filter for that. So that's doing all the work for you, you know, make it a lot less work. At least, you know, that's what I used to do. Yeah. You know, my 180-gallon saltwater tank, I had a 75-gallon sump in the bottom of it, all natural, mangroves in it, everything to, you know, self-filtration pretty much. You know, I had cephalopods in there and everything, all that good bacteria for the fish and the plants and, you know, the coral and all that. Like, I loved it, man. I miss it. Would I do it again? No, it's a lot of work, but I miss it. Definitely miss it.
Yeah, my wife was like, you know, baby, we'll make one of those tanks with the colors. I said, salt water. I said, who gonna take care of it?
That light on my sailing, that was one of my reef lights.
Oh, okay.
Like, I can make it blue, I can make it white, I can make it yellow, I can make it act like there's a thunderstorm. Like, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Not right now, I'm busy. Okay. Sorry, my daughter.
Oh yeah, good. So, are you raising rats or not?
Yep.
Are you rats at ASF?
Yep. I got a rat shack I built in my garage. It's an 8x8 room. I got, I think, 6 colonies of ASFs and about 4 colonies of Norwegians. I can make a lot more, do a lot more, but a friend of mine, Six Eyed Reptiles, he actually does it way better than me. He's got better luck, I guess you could say. Right now, with all my hatchlings this season, I'm not able to raise up any babies, you know, to keep feeding off and let them get big, because I keep my hatchlings fed every week. My adults, I try to do every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. But I have to get rats from him because I'm just not making enough and keeping up with it right now. Now, come wintertime, I should have a lot. I should have a lot going because they tend to breed a lot more when it's colder out. You know, when they got cooler temperatures.
Say rat heavy.
And it's definitely cheaper to breed your own food than to buy it, because I had to buy I think I only had 100 snakes last winter, and I had to buy food for them for a couple weeks in a row, and it was almost $500 a week just to feed all the snakes. So,
how easy is it to convert to frozen thaw?
It's fairly simple, really. It's really up to the snake. If they go for it, they go for it. They don't, and you just keep trying. And I think I'm working towards that because I'm going to order a bunch of frozen rats from Chris from B&S Reptiles, and it's just more convenient. You know, I'm probably going to order about, you know, I think 400 or 500 rats, and then just keep them in my deep freezer, and that way I can just pop and go. I don't gotta worry about taking care of the rats outside anymore. I can just bring them in, you know, but it's expensive. You know, it's gonna cost me a pretty penny, but it'll last me a long time too, you know, and it'll give it time for my guys outside to breed up and fill up my cages in there, you know, because they're all in tubs too out there. They're in cement mixing tubs, and I built racks attached to the wall, so they're all in there. So that will help me get them going and producing a lot more babies to where I can fill the whole wall and fill it up for me, because I think I'll be able to have I'll have 28 tubs going by the end of, let's say, winter, full of rats. I'm hoping. As long as it all goes well.
You have any ultra male in your snake room?
I do.
I want my people to see why, the ones who aren't snake people, to see why I like ultra male.
This is an ultra male, 100% het pied. And I have a female that's double het ultramalpide, and I have a bamboo pastel 100% het ultramal female as well. See that nice pie tracks?
Gotcha. Like it, ultramal.
Yeah, he'll be actually. He's just over a year old. I bought him last year at the October Tinley show.
Okay. How about blackhead? You got blackhead in there?
Yep, I got one blackhead.
That's my second favorite, y'all, and I want to see some combined blackhead ultramale. May have to end up doing it myself.
There's my blackhead.
Yes.
He's a male. I love him. I got lots of plans for him in the future. I definitely want to mix it blackhead with redhead to see what that's gonna do to the head in general.
Gotcha.
I think it's gonna be really nice, really cool to work with. So,
what would blackhead enhancer look like?
Really, a blackhead enhancer, I think its blacks will end up being super black, and the normal dark brownish tones to it will definitely lighten up. You'll see some golds popping through more, and possibly some oranges. I think it'd look really good. It'd look really sharp and really clean. Really, it'd be like looking at a tube TV and looking at something in 1080.
Okay.
Thank you, Bunny Viper, for sharing my link. I appreciate it.
Bunny V. They be on there grinding. That's what I'm talking about, Bunny V. So you have any other reptiles right now other than your ball?
Yeah, python? I have. I got two. I just got a pair of adult children's pythons. It's the world's smallest python. And I have it's not mine, but she's been here close to a year. I have Angolan as well. I'll show you the children real quick. She's pretty feisty. So this is the children's python.
Okay.
Yep, full grown. It may get a little thicker, but not much longer.
Any color morphs?
There are, just not in the States.
Gotcha.
And I'll show you the Angolan. She just shed. So this is the Angolan. Very, very similar to a ball python. They're very pretty, and their scales are different. Their scales are like beaded. It feels like braille almost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, the reason I'm torn, I like the thought and the look of the big snakes, but I don't want a big snake.
You don't want that size.
Yeah, I think that's why I really like the blood pythons. I can deal with
hey, some blood's
slight temperamental. I can deal with that. But yeah, I really like the big profile, the head, that triangle. I like that, but I don't want no huge snake though.
I hear you.
And I've seen some pretty good sized ball pythons, which would still be the one I had that normal I had. He was a big boy.
Yep.
And that would be cool, but I don't see them too often that big.
Well, you'd probably like boas. A lot of you got certain red-tailed boas. Or I think I don't know if it's the Colombian. There's a few Argentine. The Argentine boa They stay fairly small. I think about 5 to 6 feet maxed in length, but they get the nice big heads, girthy looking bodies. And they got some really nice colors and patterns in there.
Gotcha. See you later, Bunny. Hey, yeah.
Later, Bunny.
And I'm wishing you luck on that.
Thank you for the sub.
Fish Keeping Jamaica, what's going on? Majestic Sickler said, in your experience, which python variety would you suggest being the least aggressive, most manageable, and doesn't grow ginormous?
Ball pythons.
Warful, what's going on?
What up, Jeremy? But yeah, ball pythons definitely least aggressive, definitely easy to manage, and easy to keep. You know?
Gotcha. Well, D, we didn't hit that hour, man. Bosa, what's going on? And I got another live stream behind this one. So me and you gonna have to do us a number 2. Or should I say a second part? How's that sound?
Yeah, we can do a part 2, absolutely.
Yeah, better than a number 2. You know, that denotes something else. But
what's up, Bosa? Mr. Jeremy. But yeah, we'll definitely do a part 2. Absolutely.
But yeah, I got Aquarium Max coming up next.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you, man, for coming through. If you
got
anything,
it was fun. I appreciate it.
Most definitely. Anything you got, you wanna pub?
Yeah, let me. So I got my show, everybody, Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on my channel, and we stay up till probably about 2 a.m., 2:30. We ride the train with Big Mike from 21st Century, and yeah, then Fridays I have after Hair Down Fridays. You know, Keys Constrictors. You know, my brother. He's amazing. We do Hair Down Fridays on his channel. And then after that, I have Fun Fact Fridays where I start the show off with a fact about ball pythons. Eventually, it'll get into other reptiles. But that's a random time. It's whenever Hair Down ends, then I go live. So, yep, those are my plugs.
Hey, Majestic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happens sometimes like that. You know what I'm saying?
Please subscribe too. I'm doing a crazy giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subs, I will be giving away a pair of 100% het blue ghosts. So,
I'm already subbed. What I'm supposed to do?
Oh, you're there. You'll be entered. So
okay.
There'll be a video that everyone will have to comment on for me to add them to the giveaway, but it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. And I'm only at like 370 something subs, so I got a little ways to go. So I'm almost at the watch time hours though. I got that under control, but I need those subs.
Yeah, you should have got them last night.
At least the camera wasn't on me when I fell asleep.
I woke up and they were still going.
I know. I didn't shut it off till like 9:30 or 10 o'clock this morning. It was like a 9-hour live with me only on it for like an hour.
Most definitely. All right, Majestic, man. Be good. Be good.
Yeah, thank you, Majestic. You as well.
All right. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for sitting through here with us and enjoying this thing, because I knew the energy was gonna be off the hook, man. I knew that there.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No question about it. Kiki. But yeah, you know what I say, people. Tell somebody you love them, because they need to hear it. They need to hear it. I don't care how hard they play, how hard they act. Tell them you love them. I work in a prison, and every chance I get, I tell them guys I love them, and you'd be surprised some of the looks. I mean, like not in the negative direction, but like, you know, you tell them and they, you know. And I know what that finger means. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tell somebody you love them. Take care of those animals. And we are.
Yep. Peace.